Hi and welcome to Ali Lives Well on Less. I'm Ali, an early retired teacher currently living well on my small teacher's pension. And today is Money Monday. Well, you're seeing this video on Money Monday. I'm actually filming it on Sunday the 30th of November, which is St Andrew's Day here in Scotland. Now, it's not a big deal really. We just observe the fact that it's St Andrew's Day and we're very proud to be Scottish and we do some Scottish things, and there's probably some Teuchter music on the radio or TV tonight. But yeah, so happy St Andrew's Day if you are of any Scottish descent anywhere in the world and you like your wee bit of haggis and whiskey. So as it's the end of November, we do our end of the month money roundup, and I'll share with you the ad revenue for this month. And as the title suggests, I bought myself something, but I'm not sure if it's a mistake or not. No, it's not a mistake, but I have spoken in the past before about buying myself my own Christmas presents and birthday presents. Long story, due to the fact that, people in my life many years ago didn't really make an effort, so I just started buying myself things. So this year, for my Christmas present, I bought myself a dress. I'm going to insert some footage of said dress and share with you why I'm a little bit on the fence about it. But I do love it. I'm just not entirely sure it's flattering, shall we say. So I was able to do that because last month, if I just turn back the page in my book, if you remember last month, I saved £192.20 in October. So I'll leave the link. It's a company called Unfolded, and they're very reasonably priced, and they are very ethical as well. So have a look at the dress, and then I'll share with you my November spending. So here it is. This is the denim dress from This Is Unfolded. They are an ethical company that make to order. I'll leave links below, but the only thing about the sizing is I seem to fall between their sizing. So the size down was too small and this size is a little big. As you can see, I can pull in quite a bit at the back, but I could just pop a belt on it. It has lovely pockets. Unusually for me, it's a collar. I don't usually wear a collar dress, but it's quite fit and flare. Yeah, Luna not impressed, and I'm wearing it with my thick tights and boots, and I've popped a thick cardi on as well for the winter. But this could be a nice summery dress as well. So I'm hoping that this is an investment and will last me for quite a few years. Okay, now on to the numbers. So I live on my teacher's pension, which is a reduced pension, but that's what I live on, and any other income goes into my savings, and I've got a whole load of different headings within those savings, but I don't use them, I don't touch them unless they are for something specific. So each month, this is genuinely what I live on. So, and I can do that because I have reduced my costs and downsized over the years. And because people always ask, these are my monthly outgoings, my direct debits. And as you can see, they total £347.80. So that does include things like my gas, my electricity, my council tax, what else I've got here, my internet, and so on. So every month, these are exactly the same. So I subtract them. I round numbers up and down. So I subtract them from pension income. I also set aside some money to savings to pay for my car insurance, my house insurance, and insurance for Miss Luna. Now, that insurance is different from the vet's pet plan. This insurance is if she has an accident or she causes an accident or injury to someone else. Now, normally each month I take off Luna's food costs and her probiotics, but as I said, I stocked up on dog food and I will need to buy some in December, so I'm looking for a good deal on that. So this month, again, just her probiotics, which averages out at £12 a month. And the available funds I have to spend however I like each month is £362. So my supermarket budget, and that is food, toiletries, cleaning things, everything you can get at the supermarket, I allow 120, but I can be flexible with that as long as I keep within my monthly budget. And at the start of the month, I did a big supermarket top-up shop at Tesco, which was £84.84. Now, last week I did another big Tesco shop. Now, that is my store cupboard stocking up shop. And I'll share that with you next week and I'll show you how I am stocking up the store cupboard. If you haven't seen that video, I'll leave a link below. It's where I converted a unit in my kitchen, and it used to have a fridge freezer in it, so I took it out, put some shelves in, and I turned it into a tall store cupboard pantry. So that is stocking up that pantry cupboard. Okay, so but that still comes within this month's budget, so that's okay. And I did a Waitrose shop where I got a few Christmas bits and bobs for my son and daughter-in-law in Inverness because they don't have a Waitrose. So as I've explained before, I give my children money for Christmas and some little luxury foodie items. So they've got some specific Waitrose stuff. So that came out of that. Plus I also, when I was in Waitrose that day, I looked at the reduced veg and they had massive, and I mean a big massive bag of loose red peppers that they just bundled into one big bag. And I think there were 13 or 14 red peppers in there for £1.63. So I snaffled that up and they're all chopped and sliced in the freezer. Again, I will show that on this week's Foodie Friday. So that all came within the supermarket budget. This month, I did need to put petrol into my car. I've explained before, I drive a hybrid car, a Honda Jazz, and I only need to top up my petrol, my fuel, once every 2 months because it switches between electric and I don't do very high mileage. But I did this month have a few longer trips to Kilmarnock and Dundee, so it was a little heavier on petrol than usual. I also did a few DIY things. So obviously I've talked about the shelves and the fixings, and I also bought hooks and things when I was at B&Q, but I also got some paint samples and you will see what I'm going to do with those in a future video. And I also shared with you that I got a toaster from Amazon. So all I do is I take off all these things from my available funds, this number here, 362. And so far this month, now, I don't think I'm going to be spending any money today. It's the last day of the month, so £35.12 will get carried over into my big savings pot. Okay, I've had to take my big cardigan off because the sun is actually streaming in the front window, so I need to do a little bit of adjusting shortly. So October ad revenue gets paid in November, so that was paid last week on the 23rd, and October's ad revenue was let's see, £428.08. Now that is back up again, so thank you so much to everybody who lets the adverts run. I don't do super thanks, I don't do buy me a coffee, I don't do anything else. It's just the adverts, and I thank you so much if you let a few adverts run. But as always, ignore the AI ones and anything that doesn't doesn't align with the things that you believe in, that's absolutely fine. But as you know, with the ad revenue, I set aside enough to pay tax on it. That is looming soon. We have and I say we, because you guys contribute to this, we have a direct debit to Startup Sterling, which is my food bank, of £25. And then the remainder goes into savings, and we look at that every quarter now, where we share some of that with worthy causes. So for this month, 20% tax is £91.60. Startup Sterling is £25. And in fact, I just got the receipt for that emailed this morning. So this month, into savings, £341.12. Now, it's hard to compare the months, because as you know, through the summer months, the ad revenue was way down. I mean, like below £300, and yet it's crept back up again at this time of year. Now, this exact time last year, it was well over £600, and then November's ad revenue into December was £900. Now, the whole YouTube algorithm has definitely changed, because last year at this time, I was only putting out 2 videos a week. So at the moment, I'm putting out 3 videos a week, and the ad revenue is still down when you compare to last year. I'm not complaining. Being able to do YouTube, it's kind of like working from home. I don't need to pay for daycare for Luna. I don't have to go out and actually do a job. So I am very grateful and blessed that I can earn a little bit of extra money just by sharing all the daft things that go on in my life with you. So thank you so much. I do take it seriously. I do put in the work and the effort to try and make sure that my videos are relevant and useful, and not just fluffy and frothy, although there might be an odd one chucked in there of fluff and froth. Hello, Toots. So yes, it's very cold outside just now. It's actually only 0 degrees outside. So even though that sun is streaming in the window, I do have the heating on. Yeah, it's chilly here. So definitely winter weather. So we've come to the end of November now. We're going into December, and later this afternoon, I am going to be, thank you, you're on camera, grooming herself. I'm going to be putting up my Christmas tree. Now, I did check last night, so I've pulled the tree out, and in fact, I think you'll see it in the little bit of footage I've done with my dress, just to check the lights, because it's a pre-lit tree. And the lights are all fine. So today I'm going to unbox my Christmas decorations, and I'll share that with you. I think I'll do that on Wednesday, on Wide Ranging Wednesday. I will share with you my Christmas decorations and just have a general chat about how over the last few years, and obviously last year when I moved house and downsized, I have really downsized and simplified my Christmas decorations as well. So we will share that with you later on today, and the video will be up on Wednesday. So as you can hear, still a wee bit croaky, but a lot better. Yeah, I think reading the comments last week, quite a few of you have got a few bugs. So just keep yourself safe and warm, and you know the drill, lots of hot honey and lemon, and paracetamol of choice, if that's what you want to just keep a lid on it. It doesn't cure it, but it does keep a wee lid on it. So if you made it all the way to the end of the video, thank you so much. As always, any questions about my spending and my outgoings, just give me a shout below, and enjoy the rest of your day. And I will see you again on Wednesday, where I'm sharing my Christmas tree stuff. So thanks for watching, and from me and Luna, have a lovely day. Bye for now.